Hey, what's going on everybody? Today we're going to be doing a quick video on how to bounce your projects from Logic. So let's say you finally recorded something that you like, or you just want to hear yourself back. How do you get it from Logic onto your phone or onto your computer? We're going to be talking about that right now. Okay guys, so we are in Logic right now, and I have this track here that's not finished, but let's say I just want to hear it back. I want to give it a quick bounce. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very easy. You're just going to, first I think it's important to click Command A and then Command U, and what that's going to do is it's going to enable this region here, and that is going to stretch the whole entirety of your project, and that's going to be what is getting bounced. So that's very important too. And what we're going to do is we're going to click Command B. Okay, so now once this window is pulled up here, you can just keep this on PCM or MP3. This really doesn't matter all that much, to be honest. And your start and end, I mean, that's going to be based on where your project starts and ends. And if you have this around it, then you don't really need to worry about that, because when you bounce the project, it's going to be bouncing exactly from the beginning and exactly to the end of this region where the yellow is. So that's not that important. Offline and in real time, I mean, you can basically in real time you are listening back to the project as it gets bounced. I always just keep this on offline. I don't think that really matters. I don't include the audio tail. This would be if I wanted to bounce something, let's say with reverb on it, and I wanted to hear the audio tail. I don't for this particular project. Now the normalize, this is really important, and if you haven't watched my video on normalizing versus mastering, I would definitely check that out. I'll leave a link in the description, or I'll put a little card up here to watch that. But basically normalizing is going to bring everything up to an optimal level to listen back to. It's not like a professional level where you're going to put it on Spotify, but if you're just bouncing a project because you want to hear yourself or you want to show your friends, this is going to do just fine. So we're going to turn this on. In the file format, I always keep on WAV because it's just the highest quality format. So I keep it on WAV. It's a larger file format, so if you're going for a smaller format, maybe AIFF if you're trying to save space, but it's really kind of a marginal difference. It's not really that big of a difference. So the resolution, this does matter here, so I would change this to 24-bit, and that's going to give you a really good resolution. If you were to upload it somewhere, a lot of times it's going to knock it back down. But if you have 16-bit, it's going to knock it down to a significant difference as opposed to 24-bit. So keep it on 24-bit. And then sample rate. Now this is like, a lot of people say this does matter, but the truth of the matter is when you upload this to, let's say, Spotify, I know if you're just listening back and you want like the highest possible quality, you can go all the way up here. Again, it's going to increase the size of your project, but if you're uploading things to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever it is, 44.1, this is what they're going to keep it on anyways. They knock it down to this. So if you already have it at this, it's going to stay around the same sample rate. That's just what it's going to be when you upload stuff to Spotify. So I don't think that you need to go crazy trying to do a really high sample rate. It's kind of unnecessary. File type, I just leave on interleaved because that's what I was taught, and you know, dithering, I keep it on none. These are my export projects. I'm not going into depth on each individual thing because, to be honest with you, I don't know everything about each individual thing, but a lot of people do use dithering. I don't add it to project, add to music, because when we click OK, we're going to have the option to go to either your downloads, or if you have an external hard drive, which I do, then you can add it to an external hard drive. But we're going to keep it on downloads, and then you're going to click bounce, and you're going to bounce the project. Okay, now from there you're going to go to Finder, you're going to go to your downloads, and then you are going to go to whatever you titled your thing here. So this will be Catching Breaks, whatever, and then you can go Control, and then you can share it, and you can just airdrop it to yourself if you have an iPhone, or you can text it to yourself, you can email it to yourself. But now you have it on both your computer and you can send it to yourself on your phone to either listen back yourself or to show friends. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to keep it very short. These are my exporting settings for bouncing projects out of Logic. Not saying that I know everything about it, but that is going to be a very good starting point. So if you got something out of the video, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Peace.